Hello, you guys! Happy hump day. I'm so excited to come in here and work with you guys. Hopefully, some of y'all will pop on here soon. Let me know that you can hear me. Everything's good to go. But before we begin, I kind of want to address something that's obviously happening and a lot of the mentalities I've been seeing from girls on my team and a lot of other people in this world right now. So, guys, I know that this virus has had a toll on you or someone very close to you, whoever that may be. It is affecting all of us in one way or another, whether it was the Success Club trip or a summit having to be canceled or, a huge life event happening or whatever it may be, you or a loved one getting sick. Guys, this is the time that we have to pour in. This is the time that we have to show up and be the light. This is the time we have to give our audience, everyone that's watching us, following us, our all. So I want to just tell you a really quick story. My fiance and I were supposed to be getting married in 17 days. Supposed to be getting married in 2 weeks from Saturday. And because of everything that has happened and everything that's gone on, we obviously are unable to do so. We had to cancel our wedding very last minute and go through that whole process with our vendors and everything like that. And in March, not only did we have to cancel our wedding, I moved, and obviously everything with Corona skyrocketed. So I had two options. One option was to dwell, mope, throw a pity party for myself, be upset, focus on the things I can't control, or I could focus on the things I could control. What can we control now? Those things are the food we put in our mouth, pressing play on our workouts every single day, pouring in to the positivity that is so needed in this world on our social media platforms, and pouring into your team and those around you and your challengers and doing your action hours. So in the month of March, that's literally what I did. I poured into my girls, I poured into work, I poured into this business because it was something I could control. When everything else that was happening, all the curveballs that were thrown, were out of my control. And in the month of March, I hit the highest Success Club numbers I've ever hit as a coach. I'm a year and a half in, and I hit the highest numbers ever. So you get to make the decision. You get to make the change. You get to put in the effort and focus and hone in on controlling the things you can control. So with that being said, let's get to work. I am going to walk you through how I do our power hours. Guys, I'm using the Success Club tracker. So if you don't have that out, go ahead and get it out. If you aren't familiar with it, you can literally Google Beachbody Success Club tracker, find it. This is what I've been doing since I was a brand new coach. To this day, I do my power hours with the tracker every single day. So let's go ahead and dive in. If you have questions throughout this, please feel free to throw them in the comments. More than happy to answer any of your questions and everything going forward. So during my power hours, I always set timers. So I know, hey, I'm going to sit down for an hour and work, and this is exactly what I'm going to do in that hour. So I don't do too much of one thing or not enough of the other or run out of time and get confused. So that is a very big piece of advice I have for you. Set a timer. So I'm going to set a timer right now for 20 minutes. And for these 20 minutes, I want you to grow your following. So what that looks like, what I do the 3-1-1 method. So this is exactly how it goes. And I will write this in the comment section for y'all too. I go to an influencer I love, someone I enjoy, not another Beachbody coach, okay? Go to someone else, if hair inspo, makeup, fitness, whatever it is, someone that you love and really enjoy watching, and go to his or her most recent post. From that post, I go to the people that have liked that post, okay? The reason why I do it this way and don't just click on their followers is because the people that have liked their most recent post, I know are active users on Instagram, okay? And I'm using this entire power is gonna be for Instagram because that's how I run my entire business. So I go to that most recent post, I go to the likes, and I start just sifting through them. And when I find someone, I click on their profile, I make sure they're public. I like 3 of their pictures. I comment on one and I hit the follow button. I do this every single day to 50 new people every single day. The easiest way to keep numbers is if you go to your profile and you click, you can see, you'll see followers and following. Go to following, write down that number right now, and we're gonna do 20 minutes, and you're gonna see how many people you can follow in 20 minutes. So right now, just for an example, I am following, if I just go here, whoa, you can't really see that. I am following 2,032 people. So my goal is to at least get 20 to 30 people within this next 20 minutes. So I'm not gonna stop until I hit that 2,030 plus 20 guys, 52 people, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it for these next 20 minutes, okay? Also, just so y'all know, when I go to someone else's profile that I'm trying to find, new followers for, I like to keep that profile within the range anywhere from like 10,000 to 100,000 people. I don't like to go above and beyond that because normally when that happens, it's people from a lot of different countries that we don't even serve. So I generally try and go to micro influencers, I guess kind of. So it's like 10,000 to that 100,000 follower range. And then as for the comments you leave on the pictures, or what I tend to leave, don't overthink it. Don't make it harder than it is. Literally, if I find someone who has a transformation, I comment on their transformation, like, "Sister, you look incredible." Or if it's not someone who has a fitness profile, I'll write on one of their pictures like, "Obsessed with your dress. Where is it from?" Something super, super simple. Okay, don't overthink it. And also, you don't need to write paragraphs to them either, because that's going to waste a lot of time. Oh my gosh, guys, for whatever reason, I'm not seeing y'all's comments. They are not showing up for me. But so what we're doing for the first 20 minutes is the 311 method. So basically what I do is I go to a what I like to call a micro influencer's profile, not another Beachbody coach, just someone that has anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 followers that you relate to, whether it's you love their fitness, you love their hair and makeup, you love they're a mom, so whatever it may be that you like. And then I go to their most recent picture. I click on the likes of that picture, and then I start sifting through the followers. And I go to public profiles that have liked that picture, and I like 3 of them. I comment on one, and then I hit the follow button, okay? So I'm so sorry I could not see y'all's comments for whatever reason. So we have 5 more minutes of this, and I do timers every single time. So I set timers for 20 minutes, and when I do that, I make sure I try and grow my followers anywhere from 20 to 30 people in that 20-minute span. And when it comes to comments, guys, I really don't do anything extravagant or, go into paragraphs, because you are trying to expand your network. So that takes a lot of time. Do meaningful comments, obviously. If they write an awesome post that you relate to, tell them you relate to them. Tell them why you love it. If it's an outfit that they're wearing that you love, ask them where they got that outfit. If they are killing the fitness game, tell them, oh my gosh, girl, you look amazing, or you're doing incredible. This is incredible, whatever it may be, okay? And then when it comes to finding people that you are trying to make sure are in the US, UK, or Canada right now, because that's who we serve, generally, if their profile doesn't look like it's from one of them, they're generally not. And always make sure you go to a recent picture and see if they've tagged a geolocation. That's a good way to know. Or sometimes it's even in their bio. Okay, someone asked, is there an easy way to tell which ones are public without clicking into their profile? No, not that I'm aware of, but you should be able to just click their name and you can automatically see and then go right back. It shouldn't be hard to do that. Okay, so that was 20 minutes. So for the next 20 minutes, I want us to go through all of your recent followers, the people that have liked your most recent picture or been watching your stories. all of those people, and I want you to send them a thank you. Okay, so for those that have just like followed me, the easiest way I go about doing this is I go to my profile that looks like this, okay, and then I go to followers, and you can sort them from most recent, okay? So I sort them from most recent, or if you have if your Instagram has whatever it's called, advanced, updated, there we go. If your Instagram has updated, then the people that are showing are the most recent people that are following you. And what I do is I simply go to them and I shoot them over a message, and it's so simple. I literally say, hey, I use their name, and I just say, I wanted to send you a message thanking you so much for the follow. I appreciate it more than you know. I know with the chaos happening in this world right now, I hope that I bring you positivity and light. Where are you from? I always ask a question at the end, and I'll write this in the comments what I say to all my new followers. I always ask them a question, so I don't just get hit on like or ghosted. So that way they feel the need that they have to come back and message me and say where they're from. Or I ask them like, how long have you been on your fitness journey? If they look like they're on their fitness journey and showcasing that, or just a simple question. Don't overthink it. I generally always do where are you from, unless in their bio it says where they're from. And then for anyone that's liked my most recent pictures or has been watching my story, I shoot them over a message and I say, hey, let's say her name is Sarah. Hey, Sarah, I just wanted to shoot you over a thank you for always showing up, showing me support. It's appreciated more than you know. I just hope you know your support doesn't go unnoticed. Very, very short and simple. And again, I will leave these in the comments here. So for the next 20 minutes, let's go through and just do thank yous. These thank yous are designed to help warm up that cold market, right? So all your new followers who are most likely cold market people, shooting them over a thank you, getting to know them warms them up, right? And then you get to have conversations with them. As well as the people that are liking your pictures and watching your story, you're making sure that they know that, hey, I see you. Hey, like I see you there watching me and I appreciate it more than you know, okay? Also, it's really cool when you do these thank yous because you really get to see how many people love your content, love to see you showing up, because it's always like a big boost of, excitement for me when I send these, because I get so much love and support back. So it's really cool. So for the next 20 minutes, I want you to send thank yous, and I will paste in here the thank yous I do. Oh, someone said followers or following or followers. This is for new followers. So people that are following me back, okay? So if anyone's just popping on for these next about 15 minutes, we're going through and just sending thank yous to any new followers you have or any people that have been supporting your journey, liking your pictures, watching your story, and showing up, okay? What's cool about these two action items, the first 20 minutes of doing that 311 method to build your following, and then this, is you're never, if you do this every day, you're never going to run out of new people to talk to, new people to share this opportunity with, right? Because you're constantly going to be having more people follow you back and being able to spark new conversations with people. So I literally do this every single day, and it makes me never run out of people. If I'm not following them and they're following me, yeah, I follow them back. Because I generally do. If I don't, I normally get asked like, "Can you follow me back and support me as well?" So yeah, I generally will just follow them and then shoot them over a thank you message. Also, I'm sorry if y'all can hear my fiance talking in the background. Everyone's working from home now, so here we are. Yeah, just make sure your thank yous are just, short and sweet. You don't need to do anything too complex or too long. A lot of times when people go to their inbox and they see a message from someone they don't know and it's a long paragraph, they're probably read it. So I would just keep them short, simple, and sweet to the point, just thanking them. And then of course if they're a new follower, spark up the conversation. Ask them where they're from. What do they do for a living? If they're on their fitness journey, how long have they been on it? Anything like that. Do I have a list of who I say thank yous to? Um, it's literally every single new follower I get. So I generally will do that in a 20 minutes time that I can reach them all. Um, so no, I do not keep a list of this, but if I just go to follow I always get this wrong. My followers, and it's sorted from most recent. I'll just go from the most recent one and crank them down, like doing my thank yous until I get to someone that I've already sent a thank you to or already have a conversation going with. Okay, so about 4 more minutes of thank yous. Just to any of your new followers, people that have recently liked your pictures, watching your stories, following your journey, just send those out. And like I said before, what's really cool, as long as you do the 311 method and grow your followers, which will become more of your following every single day, you will never run out of people to thank for following you. And so this is something that you get to grow and move forward with and continue to have new conversations. So about 3.5 more minutes. Do I ever unfollow people? Um, Sometimes I do. I don't go out of my way to do it, but yeah, sometimes I will. There's not really any particular formula I use. If it's just someone that I just am not clicking with, or doesn't seem like part of my vibe or whatever that may be, I will unfollow them. So I'm not like following tens of thousands of people, right? But it's not necessarily something I put into my day to do. Generally, it's if someone keeps coming up on my stories and like I see them on the stories and I'm just don't want to follow them anymore, I'll just go and unfollow them. What do I say when someone asks for more information? So that's actually a really good question. So when someone asks for more information, I've been here a year and a half. And when this happens, guys, generally I ask tons of questions first. Like, what are they interested? Why are they interested? What holes do they need to be filled? You kind of need to ask where their pain points are. How can we serve them, right? And when you understand that, you understand their story, you understand their weaknesses, their strengths, what they could use help with, it becomes so much easier to talk about what we have to offer. So when someone will ask me for more information about what we offer, I like to send over voice memos. I find it better than sending over a paragraph or like feeling like I'm word vomiting. I send them over a voice memo. And normally when I'm at this point, I am explaining the package, what they're getting with that package and how much it costs. Before this, I've asked enough questions and we've talked about it to a point where they're clueless what this is all about, right? Like we're talking when they say, I struggle with X, Y, and Z, I'm telling them, oh, okay, well, if community is something you struggle with or being held accountable, like I run online virtual boot camps, and this is where we go and we post our sweaty selfies. I'm in there checking up on you and seeing how things are, making sure you're logging your workouts. So we're having this back and forth conversation, asking tons of questions and having them fill in those questions for me. So then when it gets to the point when they're like, hey, how much does it cost, or what do I need to do to begin? I send them over that voice memo, and it's simply explaining the package, what you get with it, and how much it is. Okay? I hope that helps. Okay, so for these next, we'll do 10 minutes, okay? These next 10 minutes, I want you to do follow-ups and invites. So hopefully, some of y'all are new here, some of you have been here a while. You all need to have a follow-up plan, okay? You need to have somewhere where you are putting all the people you need to follow up with. Google Streak is really awesome. I did pen and paper for a while and it completely screwed me. So I highly suggest doing like Excel, Google Streak. If you don't know how to do these things, there are so many tutorials on YouTube that you can dive into. But having some sort of follow-up system so you know when was the last time you contacted this person? Did they want you to contact them another day? How long from now? When are you going to contact them next? So right now, I want you to go do up follow-ups and invites. So if you don't have anyone to follow up with right now, you're brand new, let's go do some invites. So anyone that's liked your most recent picture or watching your story, I want you to send them an invite, okay? So like I said, this is generally at the point where you've warmed up that cold market. So by doing the first two 20-minute bits we did, right? We did the 3-1-1 method, and then we dove into thank yous. Hopefully at this point, as you continue doing it, obviously, at this point, you get to the point in conversation where you're able to invite them. You're able to tell them about our solution. You're able to invite them to our community and everything that we're about, okay? So hopefully you have a follow-up list of some sort. If you don't, I want you to go through the people that have liked your most recent picture and either continue conversations, continue to ask questions so you can get to that invite point, but hopefully with a lot of people, you can already shoot over that invite. And it is so simple. All I say is if I'm talking about the coaching opportunity, all I say is, girl, you are slaying the fitness game. You look incredible. Have you ever thought about becoming an online health and fitness coach? It is so simple, okay? And then when it comes to my boot camp, it's generally at this point, we've had a good amount of conversation back and forth of why I can figure out she needs our community, she needs, or he, but what we have to offer, right? And I say, I hear that you are needing more accountability, or I hear that you are needing workout programs that you can do from home and stay on a steady schedule, or I hear that you need a program that works with your busy life. I actually run online virtual boot camps, and this is where we go in and we post our sweaty selfies. We talk about, recipes, meal plan, and it's a bunch of like-minded women all in there supporting each other. Have you ever thought about joining me? It's just very, very simple. And then they'll ask for more information, and that's when I send over the voice memo, okay? So I can put this in the comments as well. And then as for follow-ups, when I'm following up with someone, I have a whole tracker list of it. I generally say, hey, use their name. I know we had talked a few months back or a month ago or whatever it looks like. Generally, I don't contact people unless it's been 2 weeks plus. But I know we talked then and that wasn't a right time for you. I know you were super interested or you were thinking about it. So I wanted to reopen the opportunity to you and see if now is a better time. Just very, very, very simple. Someone asked, when do you add them to your list? Do you mean like my follow-up list? That's what I'm assuming. When I add them to my list is either they've given me some sort of objection why they can't do it. So I don't take objections. Like I say, okay, well, if it's money objection, I'm like, all right, well, when would be a great time for you to be able to save the money and join? And that way I have a date in mind that I can put them on my follow-up list. Or if the conversation dies out, they tell me they're not ready yet, they tell me they're not interested right now, that's when I put them on the follow-up list and I just say, check in next month. Okay, so for the last 10 minutes, I don't know if y'all have seen, but the brand new Success Club tracker that we have is, it has Shakeology follow-ups, which I think is so crucial, guys, because retention is everything for your income, and to make sure you're checking in on those that are drinking it or maybe haven't touched it yet because they don't understand what it's all about. What is the shake, right? So for the next 10 minutes, if you are a brand new coach, I want you to go ahead and plan a story that you're going to do for the next 5 days talking about your superfood shake, okay? Talk about its benefits. Talk about how it's benefiting you specifically, okay? So I want you to plan some stories that you're going to post and do about our superfood shake, okay? For those of you that have challengers, have coaches, I want you to go follow up with them. If they have been drinking it for 10 days, 15 days, 30 days, a year, I want you to go over there and shoot them a message on the new Success Club tracker, which I can put in the comments in here. It literally has like date when they joined. It has, I can read it right now actually. It'll have start date, customer name, their health goals, and then asking them, like, if they're drinking it week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, month 2, month 3. So it makes it super, super easy. So that way, when you start signing people up and they're getting Shakeology, you can write their name in there and you know the date they signed up, when you can go back to them. So if you haven't done this yet, maybe go fill out that tracker for the latest, all your clients, all your coaches, or, your latest, 100, whatever it may look like for you. So then to go check in on them. Ask them about the benefits. Ask them what it's doing for them. So that way, when next month rolls around, they're wanting to continue to purchase it. They're wanting to continue to drink it every day because they're seeing what it's doing for them, okay? So let's spend our last 10 minutes either doing three things here. Okay, the first one is coming up with some stories where you're going to start incorporating our superfood shake for you to be showing your audience. Number two, go to that tracker sheet and go to your last, 30 people or so, however big or whatever you are, 30 people or so that have ordered Shakeology from you. Go write their names in, and then I want you to go check up in on them, okay? Okay, so let me drop this tracker in the comments if y'all do not know what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, so if y'all click on the tracker, this is basically a lot of what we just did. And if you go to page 2, that's what I'm talking about. You can do start date, the customer's name, their health goals, what they're looking for, how they want to feel, whatever that may be. And then making sure that you're checking in on them week 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going back again for month 2, okay? Also, I just want to say, guys, I've said this 1,000 times now. I'm a year and a half into this business, and something I haven't done and I've really slacked on is retention and is checking in on the people that are drinking Shakeology. I know I love Shakeology. I know all the benefits it does for me. I mean, my hair used to be this short and would not grow. So I know what it does for me. It aids my digestion, does all these things, but I've really slacked on seeing what it does for others and making sure they're continuing to love it and why they should love it and how it's making them feel. Because a lot of times people need someone to ask them for them to really understand how they feel, right? It's kind of like when we take progress pictures, right? We see ourselves every single day. We don't see a difference. But when you're able to put those progress pictures side by side, week 1, week 5, less than that, you're like, oh my gosh, wow, I am making progress. So sometimes it's really great, or it is really great to be checking in on your people who are drinking Shakeology, making sure they're drinking it every day, and also making sure they are able to verbally say how they're feeling now, what it's doing for their skin, what it's doing for their digestion, what it's doing for their energy levels, how it's aiding them in this process of overall health. And that way, when they say it back to you, like, oh my gosh, yes, I feel so amazing, or oh my gosh, yes, my hair is grown, or my digestion is incredible, whatever it may be. That way, now it is clicked in their head like, okay, I want to continue drinking this. I want to continue to move forward and drink this every single day, okay? And a really easy way to find, your customers or whatever that looks like is in the back office. It's so easy. You can literally click customers and it's right there and it will show you. And it will also tell you like if they've canceled their orders or if they have reordered or whatever that may look like. You can see their subscriptions so you know. And that's a good way to be able to see, okay, hey, they just canceled their order. Let's go talk to them and ask them why. Did they drink it every day? How did they feel? How can you help them, right? If they don't like it, what do you suggest? Why don't they like it? I know a lot of people, it's like the griminess of it. If you throw in half a frozen banana in there, it is a game changer. If they don't like banana, frozen fruit of some sort, or even, guys, half or a fourth of an avocado, it's a game changer. So I always suggest those. It kind of makes it a little more creamy consistency. And also like frozen cauliflower is also a game changer. It has no taste, but it does make it a little creamier as well. But if they still are like, I don't like it, I don't like it, I always suggest pre and post workout too. I drink it every day, energize and recover. I drink all three every single day. So if they're like, no, whatever it may be, or have allergens or something like that, I always do suggest recover and then energize. All right, you guys, that was a full hour. Thank you so much for coming and showing. Remember, you can always watch these recordings whenever you want to be able to get in a little hustle. I'm so sorry at the beginning when I didn't see y'all's comments. I apologize. It was not popping up. But I hope y'all all have an amazing, amazing, amazing hump day. Continue to spread that light, spread that positivity. It is so needed. And continue to share the gift that we have to offer for so many people out there that truly need it right now. All right, you guys, talk soon. Bye.